Nathan. Do you want me to wait? All right. My name's Nathan. I live in Colchester with my wife Jenny and our 3 children. I'm from Harlow originally, born in Harlow. How I came to faith, my sort of testimony in 5 minutes, is that my parents were Christians. I've got an older brother, Ben, and my parents did a great job at taking me and my brother to church. And sort of instructing us in the way that young men should go. And I remember deciding for Jesus as a young man, actually, praying with my mum. I must have been about 6 or 7. And I said to my mum, I want to receive Jesus into my life. And she prayed with me. I remember sitting with her. But that, like lots of people, that decision kind of filters away a little bit if you're not careful. As you grow up and other things get your attention and your time. And it wasn't until I was 19 that a mate of my dad's invited me to go to Brazil. And Brazil kind of features quite a lot in my testimony. And he said, do you want to come to Brazil for a 6-week trip? I'll show you Brazil. He was a missionary out there. He's like, I will take you and some others. And I was like, no, I don't want to go to Brazil. I'm like, why would I do that? And he went without me, and I was really disappointed. And I kind of realised then once he'd gone, I should have gone. So anyway, I kind of left it and didn't think anything else of it. I was studying in Norwich at the time. Oh, we all right? Yeah. And he came back and he said, do you want to come to Brazil? And I was like, you know what? I do. So I went out to Brazil and had a 6-week trip out there with this guy, Keith. And the experience changed me in lots of ways, but I encountered the Holy Spirit for the first time in my life. There were a few different experiences that really impacted me. I was just checking there was no kids in right here. Not that it's too graphic, but one experience, we were on the street with some street missionaries that were working with street children, and I'd never seen street children before, just hidden behind a wall, and there was about 35 of them all sleeping together in varying degrees of illness, and just, it was really shocking. You know, I was 20, I was like, what is this? I've never seen this before. And this one lady who was wrestling with drug addiction, she tried selling us, she had twins and they were just little babies, and she tried selling them to me. And I didn't speak Portuguese then, I didn't know what was going on. So I was totally out of my depth. And it really impacted me as a 20-year-old. And I started to think about my life a little bit. The second thing, went into a prison, and there was a guy, he was 15, and he had his arms out the bars, and the prison was packed. And he was crying, and this beautiful Brazilian lady was playing him a song, and I'm just standing there like, I don't know what to do. And I said, what's he saying? She said, he's just crying for his mum. He's murdered somebody. And I was like, what? Like, I'm just 5 years older than this kid, and here I am on this side, and his life's done. And it really started to stir in me. And then the last thing, I went to this church that this guy, Keith, my friend, had planted. He'd been a missionary for 40 years. And I sat there again, not understanding anything, just hearing these Brazilians worship. And I felt the Holy Spirit close in my life that I'd never felt before. And he brought a joy and a peace into my life that I'd never experienced. But at the same time, he brought conviction. And it was a whisper to me. It was, you're not the man you need to be. I want your heart. I want your life. Will you follow me? And on that moment, I decided I will follow you, Jesus. Wherever you lead me, I will go. And that kind of shaped the rest of my life, really, from 20 to what I am now, nearly 50. So we went back out to Brazil. We lived in Brazil for a year in an orphanage, working with kids. And then we decided to go to Bible college, all that stuff. Went back out to Brazil, lived out in Brazil for about 4.5 years, 5 years, in Recife, northeast Brazil. And we worked in drug rehabilitation and in prison ministry. Had 3 kids along the journey. My eldest is about to go to uni to do medicine. My son wants to join the army, and Annie wants to join the police. So it's quite a varied, busy home. And I now work for a charity. I've been doing it for 10 years now. A charity called Christian Vision for Men. And I'll tell you a little bit more about that, but I think that's probably my 5 minutes. So.
That's lovely, thank you.